How does the mRNA vaccine work, and will it change my DNA?
Okay, well, I'm going to digress a little bit to the history, which Kaylee touched on a little bit. Messenger RNA technology research first began actually a good 30 years ago in 1990. It has been an active area of research ever since then. The reason we don't have other vaccines done with this technology is that the illnesses that were being looked at did not have the same urgent requirement to pass through. Things like polio, we already have a good vaccine with. Zika is not as widespread an issue. But normally when a vaccine is formed, in the laboratory, they try to produce the protein that's found on the outside of a virus, which then is injected into people so that their immune system can recognize this protein when it comes up again, and they can mount a very effective attack against the virus. The problem is it is cumbersome to make these proteins in the laboratory. Messenger RNA is a much easier thing to produce in large quantities. And what messenger RNA provides us is it really is a messenger system. It is the manner that our bodies, that our cells normally use for the DNA, which is in the nucleus of the cell, the middle of the cell, to send signals to other parts of the cell to tell different aspects of the cell to make certain types of proteins. We're using this factor to tell the cells to make the protein that we would otherwise be producing in the laboratory. Messenger RNA never goes into the nucleus. It is never found in the nucleus or anywhere near the DNA. It is broken down by the body within a couple of days, so it doesn't hang around very long. This makes it very efficient as far as our bodies getting rid of it. It does not interact with the DNA, so there's no concern about this somehow interfering or affecting the genetic code that normally exists in our bodies. We're simply using that aspect of messenger RNA to cause our bodies to produce the proteins that we would normally be trying to produce in the laboratory. And this allows us to scale up production very quickly and have it available for the hundreds of millions of people who need these vaccines worldwide. So that's really what we're after and why this new technology came on. This is what has allowed things to move as quickly as they had. If we are using older technology for vaccine production, we would not be anywhere near to the point where we could distribute this to the population.
That's great. That's really helpful information, and how awesome that they have been studying this for so many years and were able to mobilize it so quickly in the fight against COVID-19. That's great.